Hi, my name is Bernado and I'm currently employed as a senior procurement analyst at NAFTA Food Service in Sydney, Australia. Before getting into my first real job here in Australia, thanks to the help of Graduate Hero, I was a recent graduate, having just graduated from my master's degree here in Australia. After trying over and over for the last of a year, I just could not understand the Australian job market. I was doubting myself and my experience, and I just didn't know what else to try. It was a really tough time in my life. Looking back, my two biggest challenges were one that I didn't have an exact uh, winning strategy. I had the right idea going into job hunting in the sense that I was doing a lot of job applications through job sites and stuff like that, and I was putting the effort, but it was not the most efficient way. And I also have to admit that I was too proud at the beginning to accept an internship, thinking that it was below me having just finished a master's degree. But in all honesty, it was actually what I needed just to get my foot through the door and get started. You see, using Jack tools in with the graduate fast track program, it gave me the edge that I needed just to stand out from the rest of the people applying in the job market. See, I built a list of employers in the food industry, in the food manufacturing industry, which is what I'm actually interested in. And I just contacted a bunch of them through email and LinkedIn. And obviously, you're faced with a lot of rejections. But just one, I think it was one or two, they actually accepted my CV, and that's what actually got my foot on the door. And I managed to get my first internship, and I only accepted it was pretty much because I've tried so many times, but it was the right decision at that point. After close to a year of trying, just to get my first sense of a job here in Australia, I started that. I remember when Jack called me and just told me the news. I just started celebrated everywhere, and thank God I took it. I 3 months in, I got a job offer from that same company, and a year later, I left for my second job here in Australia, which is the one I'm currently at. See, Jack was my last try actually here in Australia. If I think if I hadn't stumbled upon him, I would have probably left defeated. And but thank God I did meet him, and he gave me the tools and the edge that I needed to just land my first job here in Australia. My recommendation to all graduates or all people who's starting to look for jobs in Australia is that you gotta understand it's a numbers game. It's really similar to sales. The only different thing is that what you're currently doing is you're selling yourself. Uh, so I mean, if you see salespeople and if you see the whole journey as just selling yourself, you're selling a product that I'm guessing you believe in because it's yourself. So you cannot give up if we constantly get a lot of rejection because it's what you're gonna face. But all you need is just one person to open the door for you, so that you can get your first foot in the door here in Australia. So again, just by one person telling you no, I mean there's thousands of other opportunities and other people that you can contact here in Australia. That one, just one of them, will tell you yes, and that's all you need. So just keep up at it. Do be persistent, be hard worker, and just don't give up on yourself.